Build me up, buttercup baby.
Would you let me go? And
Okay.
mess me around.
I am gonna sing that when we start off.
I love that song.
Well, I'm already starting the video with when you started that. So, Kaiju no Kami here with
Advent Nebula.
Silver Quill.
Crystallige Bloodborne.
and
I don't know if I can be any more metaler than Chrysalis Bloodborne.
So mad.
I'm Krelika Kane, or as people are now seeing me online as Kelly. Mainly because it's easier.
Hello, Kitty.
we're going with Krelika.
Hi, I'm Krelika. You're so adorable.
So we're here to talk about the final.
Wait, you never introduced yourself, dumbass.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, he did.
I did it first.
Oh.
Wow, she forgets so easily. We are here to talk about the final episode of Build and our thoughts on the show overall. So, who wants to start?
Why do you build me up, buttercup baby? Just a little.
Wow,
that was the worst chorus.
I was about to.
It
No,
was.
oh no, that's me singing. You guys going.
Okay,
it's like
why don't you
elementary-
build me up,
it's like
baby,
elementary
when
school.
You let me down.
Everyone's just like,
and mess me around. I need you.
I need
Okay,
you.
enough.
It was a good.
Oh, well,
end.
I have other songs. Oh, I come from southern Toto with a banjo on my knee.
Don't make me erase you.
You spin me
Oh,
around.
you want to talk about erasing people? Here,
Yeah, I knew that.
I got your beat.
And that's basically it sums up what happened to the one that hurts.
Yeah. If old wishes he had this.
I don't even know you were on screen when you did that.
His hand was.
My hand was.
That's all that matters.
Yep.
Okay, I just have to say, Build is a literal work of fiction. I kind of finally figured out why you cannot complain about any slow parts of the story. Because those are the parts where Banjo ad-libbed. Because Sento had a clear direction of where he wanted the story to go, and Banjo decided, no, we need to make this longer. We need to do this. We need to add this. So any parts that you hate about the show, blame Banjo.
So you're saying he's the reason we had the 12,000
Yes.
episode long Evolve fight?
Are you telling me it's not?
No.
It would be something that would be.
It would be something he would do. Because the muscle brain would think literally, oh, this would be cool. We need to do this. Are you telling me that wouldn't happen?
No.
So Kelly's theme song is Blame Banjo. Blame Banjo.
He could stretch. Well, God, Evolt just waned on me the last 5
Oh,
I blame
episodes.
Banjo.
My God, Evolt. Evolt was cooler when he was like this strategic planner. He wasn't as powerful. And then suddenly when he became Mr. Perfect, he became the most boring Kamen Rider villain in a long
what?
ass time.
Guess what? That's Banjo's fault.
At least he wasn't. At least he didn't know he was Mr. Perfect like Kabuto.
I call it Eisen syndrome after the most interesting villain in Bleach.
The only interesting villain in Bleach.
Yeah.
Because after the Magna, that is the only interesting villain in
But
Bleach.
but even Eisen became really boring when he was like, oh, I have a god mod, literally.
Yeah. And Evolt had that same God mod.
Yep, I'm so powerful now, I don't even have to plan.
It was Jiren from Dragon Ball Super.
You have to do Austin Powers line
Lucky
with the
from
reveal.
Q-Ranger.
Why wouldn't you die? Still love
I have mixed feelings on the finale. Like, I liked that it went with the normal themes of Kamen Rider. The hero sacrifices his own happiness for the better of the world. But this whole thing felt like they wrote themselves up against a wall, that the only way to go was to essentially reset the world because they didn't know how to fix it.
And guess whose fault that is? Banjo.
It
Wow.
was still fun. And
I love Banjo. Banjo's one of my favorite characters, but he's a dumbass.
It literally feels like, though, about episode 42 is where you could start telling they had started to write themselves in this corner, too.
Well, they
started to set themselves up with high expectations based on the fact that they were getting really good reviews, they were doing such a good job,
Good cast.
they had a good cast, they had a great progression, and I think they put themselves on such a high pedestal that once they figured out they didn't have much else to do, all they did was knock themselves off.
Which is sad, because looking back, the other two villains who weren't Evol were actually pretty good in one
like,
of the human
all I'm saying is, sir, we kind of ran out of our story. We finished it in this episode, but we have 9 more episodes to go. So what can we do? How about we just make one giant fight sequence?
Or let's purify more lost bottles.
Oh yeah, that part was annoying.
Yeah.
That's when I realized they were kind of looping back and recycling.
And they had, if they had not written themselves into a corner like they had, they very easily kind of gone with, hey, these last 10 episodes, Sento's father is the real main villain of this and not Evolt. They would have went with that after Evolt's supposed first death. I see the series have gone a lot better towards its ending.
It's just like I said, they killed the villains off too early, and they did bringing that the Toto Prime Minister rescuing her served no purpose since she is now essentially erased to history.
So I kind of feel like they jumped the shark when they made the one, the evil assistant dude. I can't remember his fucking name.
Oh, when they turned him into a Kamen Rider?
Yeah, no, it had nothing to do with that. When they turned him, or they claimed that he was a cyborg, all the time I was like, oh my god.
Well, that's technically a role of Kamen Rider because they were.
Yeah, those
cyborgs
last
anyway.
few episodes got like with the whole where it was like this tournament style. Oh, run through the castle, video game style.
All I thought of was playing Persona. When you're going up the tower, I was like, great, shadows are going to come out of there, out of there, out of there.
But that means whenever Rabbit now jumps, I'll be thinking of Super Mario. Boing!
That was
To
what I was
defeat
thinking.
Evolt, you just need to get the axe on the other side of the bridge. He'll fall instantly. Sorry, Kamen Rider, your princess is in another castle.
But good secondary writers, though, Crackling.
Oh, correct. Okay, I will say Rogue in Crocodile became one of my favorites for his goofy personality and fantastic shirts.
The only problem is though it came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
There is that.
I don't kind of feel like it did. I kind of feel like it was almost a stage of grief in a way. Because he started transitioning where he became a little bit goofier.
Because he was a super edgelord and then
Well,
he was
his
raving
father
sex.
died in such a traumatic manner for him.
Right in front of his face,
Right
too.
in front of him. That it's like a coping mechanism. So I can't fault that.
No, that I get. I mean, just that the comedy for that aspect felt forced in.
I personally did not think so because I looked at it from the start as more of a coping mechanism. I couldn't fault them because they needed to try to transition his character because his character started as conniving, became very, very dark and very threatening, and
Broody. He was
and-
broody.
he was hot.
He was
Same thing in Many a Woman.
And so when it got to the point where it was almost like he hit that pinnacle and he did like a straight drop down, the only way he can cope is by making a caricature of his own self.
I did like that scene though with his shirt when it said when he was like this guy or whatever with the arrow, but he was in the middle of the group, so he had to move to the end.
Although he did get properly serious and right at the end where he went out like a boss.
Yes.
I will say Grease got the best development, though. He had like the most things fuck him over the most and then die.
Hey,
Yeah.
this is a family-friendly video.
I mean,
is it?
fudged over.
Screwed over.
Yeah. But his death, like, you saw it coming.
That's
Well, you always knew.
death flags.
The-
Death flags
the
everywhere.
problem for a lot of the secondary writers, depending on the show, is except for the first main writer and sometimes the initial secondary writer, they'll tend to survive start to finish. Tend to survive. Doesn't mean it always happens.
Now
But any of the other writers, they tend to die.
the problem that I have right now, and Build suffers the same thing that all the other series have suffered lately. They're writing the endings to tie into crossover movies. They're not writing an ending to end the show. That they're basically, we can't kill these characters off because we want them in our crossover movies. If we kill them off, we can't use them again. So that's why they brought Philip back at the end of Double, which was stupid. That's why they brought, who was it in Forza that died, but then
Meteor.
but then they brought him back. Maybe
Oh.
it was Meteor.
Oh no, the friend.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was the one friend.
The brainy kid.
Oh yeah.
He died, but oh no, he's alright. It's like, well, you're just writing these characters for a sequel. You're not
Well,
writing them for this story.
To be fair, to be honestly, clearly fair here, the way they kept them alive makes sense though, because they reset the world. So anybody who died and has a living form in the other world is still existing. So you can't you can't blame that solely on the show. Yes, they use that as a device to do what you're saying, but at least they didn't do it in such a forced manner.
They did technically
At
show
least
those
at this particular moment. The movie could blow this whole argument out of the water
Right.
and make my argument completely moot and suck,
Yeah.
but
We're gonna have to wait till January on that to see the movie.
No, we'll have to wait a lot more because if it hits theaters in December, we won't see it probably till.
No, I'm
April.
talking about the movie that came out in August, the second.
Oh, I'm not worried about. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the crossover movie.
Oh, the crossover movie, yeah.
Well,
that-
that's the crossover movie. But, oh no, we're gonna have to wait till January, and it's September. We're entering the final quarter of the year. What a terrible wait. Terrible. Meanwhile, I'm still waiting. I'm mostly just waiting to see how they're gonna get Spider-Man and everybody back again
Yeah.
because of this darn thing.
Yeah, we got to wait for that. Which
Yeah, I'm cool with that. That's not to me.
But
Let me enjoy my winter first.
yeah, I was gonna say, please don't wish away my year because I have to.
no, I don't want to wish away.
I have to plan a program where I get to see where astronauts go docking.
In fact, I want to enjoy
Go zero
Halloween
gravity.
first. But getting back on topic.
I want to hear if Krolka's getting all Freudian on us.
No,
I want to see where the astronauts go docking. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge.
zero gravity. I get to go play in a zero gravity chamber. Literally.
Like,
Well, we always said you were a space
No,
kid.
because you don't work for Lockheed Martin.
Are you supposed to be divulging their secrets on YouTube?
I work for space. Figure it out.
I'm in space. Space.
I'm a space case. It works.
So, do you think that they actually did merge them with the Earth that all the other riders are on?
Yes.
Yeah,
Because that would
Of
be
course, that's just
convenient.
easy marketing.
Nope. I am going to assume that the one world where Evolt destroyed it right in front of Build,
Mhm.
I want to believe that's where Gaim set up his new digs, and he's just like, oh, come on!
Actually, I'm cool with that, just because I could just see
Well,
that
with
going.
Gaim, it's kind of implied that he's the god of all the worlds after his ending.
Yeah.
I hope with the way we're talking about endings for all the past Kamen Riders that you've at least watched them.
Oops.
Please tell me that you've watched them.
Oh, like anyone's going to be able to make heads or tails of what we're talking about if they haven't watched it. This is like super nerd lingo. It's impenetrable from the outside looking in. Sorry, folks. But if you want to know what the heck we're talking about, you got to watch the series.
Alright, so.
Gotta catch them all.
Got to watch them all. Got
let's
to watch
see,
them
what
all.
else happened in the last few episodes of Build?
Well, we got
Other than just one long ass fight.
Ships were confirmed and ended.
we got a validation of all the form toys that you're supposed to get, as we had sort of Kiryu Sento's countdown of, first rabbit, then tank, then sparkling, then rabbit tank, then
Dragon Rabbit.
Yeah,
dragon
Which was
rabbit.
such horrible CGI.
Oh
Yeah.
God, I know.
But it was kind of nice. Okay, you want shipping fuel? Banjo and I are the best match.
Thank you. Okay. All I thought
Triggered
about
her.
is when we first saw him going to rescue Banjo. I was like, yes, that's so awesome. Because you always have throughout the series, it's the first time I've seen a Kamen Rider where you're going to have that do they, don't they type of
it's
thing.
a Fujoshi's wet dream.
Oh, God,
Stop
yes.
that! Stop that, YouTube! None of that there.
And then, at the end,
How about one more and then?
And then, at the end, the only person who remembered Sento was Banjo. Was like, Sento!
Well, and Sento.
Oh my God!
Not to mention, Sento's looking at his pants to see that his fly's
I
open.
know! I'm like, ah!
Since before the final battle with Evolt.
It was so awesome! Yes, I'm a Fujoshi.
Dirty people. Dirty. Anyways. Yeah.
What's your marriage?
Move down.
You know, one character they didn't say everything's okay. The head of the weapons industry.
You can come back.
Which one was he?
I forget his name. The really elderly fellow.
Oh,
who was-
Nanba.
Yeah,
Nanba.
he was so
You
power
can say he
mad,
was dead.
but he was. We never saw him in the family. He may still have
We don't know what happened to him in the new merged world at all.
passed.
He's the leader of the new Shocker.
Or he might be in jail for crimes, and we just don't see him.
He's the leader of the new Shocker.
He's in the void.
Or maybe he works for Dawn from X8 in the new world.
Alright, Chrysalid, your final thoughts on Blade or Build and what you give it out of 10.
This one, I would say 8 and
Camera.
Camera.
8 and a buy because I want it, and I'm still gonna get all my shinies from this series.
All your Chinese? What?
Shinies.
Oh.
He's gonna go all toyed out.
And yeah, acceptable. I still need to go for the Black Brother series, but definitely good. Not as good as Guys, but still really good. Okay.
Well, when you look at me like that, it's kind of creepy. And kinky at the same time, I would say. I give Build. I would actually give it between an 8 or a 9. It's hard to say because I really like the show. And while it had a lot of faults, it still had enough, no matter what, to keep me going. And the characters were all well done, no matter the ups and downs they had with them. The opening theme song, I think I remember every single day, and even at work I catch myself singing it, because for some reason it's always ingrained in my brain.
Well, you'll forget about it soon.
It's so
You
dang
won't hear it all the
positive.
time anymore.
Oh, I'll still play it every single day if I have to. But overall, I would say probably an 8.5, just to go split down the middle, because
We don't do half measures. We only do whole measures.
Fine, a 9. I will give it
Wait.
a high score because
Wait.
I believe in it.
Wait. With all the math that was flying around in this series, you're not willing to do halvesies?
Nope.
Yeah, there's...
Oh, dude, that's just square root of you.
Oh, and just so you know, the world was destroyed by science. So there you go, Trump. You got your wish.
Science!
I love Evolt. He's fantastic. Excellent ruler.
All right, Silver Quill, your thoughts?
Give it an 8. No. I don't do scores, mostly because of SF Debris and the phrase, all scores are relative to their series. It's too much of a slant scale. But I will give this a hearty recommendation. Maybe a little weak at the end, but it's just shy of my enjoyment of Gain, which may have had the best ending I've witnessed thus far. A lot of characters to love. I have the music and a remix on my phone that I play every day. And yeah, it's just a lot of fun. So, highly recommended.
For me, this series I enjoyed a lot, but it falls into the trap of the two other Kamen Rider series that I have had problems with Fies and Kabuto, and where they fell apart towards the end of their series as well.
Actually, I'm also on the phone.
Well, that's your opinion, but I will say, though, the characterization, the gimmick, and the story still kept me intrigued enough that I will say a 7 out of 10 score out of it. It's not the greatest of the Kamen Riders for me, but it still falls into those traps of Fies and Kabuto, but I don't think it's near as bad as those two.
I'm going to go, I don't know, between a 7 and 8 grown-ups out of in spandex, just because the last 9 episodes did ruin a lot of the show for me. It's great. It's a great show. I love that there's practically no filler in it until you get to the long, drawn-out final battle.
I love you.
The characters are great.
I keep on talking, like mimicking everything he's saying.
Quiet. They want to hear me. It's my channel, not you.
Territorial. Well.
Anyway, as a vault started out really, really cool. In fact, I think the final battle should have had him revert back to his original form we saw in the series.
Bloodstock?
Yeah, his stock. Instead of that weird ass alien that just
Ava wannabe thing or a diver.
whatever that was. I like Sentinel. I love the plot twist the show was doing for the most part, except for when the one girl turned out to be the spy, and we're all like, duh.
In other words,
Music was great. The CGI was hit or miss, but whatever. That's Kamen Rider.
Every Kamen Rider. It's like Doctor Who.
I still gotta mention it. But overall, it was a really enjoyable series. I think it just misses my top 10, but it does make an honorable mention.
What is your top 10 for the current?
That'll be an actual list and a.
Well,
review
actually,
thing.
I did my ranking of the 16 shows we have watched online. Because somebody actually said Build was the worst Toku series he had ever watched.
Oh, God.
How many had he watched?
He said Drive is the best Kamen Rider series
Okay,
ever.
for the person who said that, watch Kamen Rider Black. That's terrible.
He actually prefers Black RX. That's his third favorite Kamen Rider show.
But he likes.
Okay, tell me your name. You can even do it privately, just private message me.
Not on YouTube. I'm on the message boards I go to.
Well, you can't message on YouTube anymore.
Tell me who you are. I'll give you a hug because Black RX is special.
But liking Driver or Build.
Okay,
What's
but
that?
yeah, let's see.
Very special.
I can't think of my exact ordering right now. Well, obviously Blade is number 1. Double would be number 2. Gaim would be 3. Agito would be 4.
Did you see that one? I have not seen that one.
I don't think I've watched enough to fill out a top 10 Kamen Rider.
Exactly. I'm not
Kiva
up
would
the-
be 10.
Kiva is pretty fun.
Kuga would be 9.
Haven't seen that.
Forze would be 8.
Space. Super space.
I'm in space.
Yeah.
O's is like number 6. Ryuki is number
Still need
7.
to see the Common Hobo because that's the Common Hobo.
What am I missing? There's one more I'm missing in there.
Double, did you say?
I said Double would be my second favorite. of the Heisei
Decade.
era. No. Agito would be 4.
Just look online because apparently he doesn't know. What's your top favorite?
For me, I'm just going to do my top 3. Forze, Gaim, Xaid.
Which one's number 1?
Gaim is Gaim is number 2,
Silver,
Forze is
silver.
number 1, and Xaid is number 3.
I'll just list 3 because that's really all I got right now. Gaim, Blade, and Drive. Or Build. Kamen Rider Build. Yeah. I really wanted to like Wizard because I love the gimmick and magic and hope. But couldn't stick the story for me. I will, however, say that I got one wish fulfilled before the season ended. Cruelka and Kaiju no Kami vacuumed their floor. Huzzah!
Hey, I am not Donna Reed.
Alright, what are your top few favorites of the Heisei era that you've watched so far?
And that's a good thing because Donna Reed was a bitch.
No shit. So, top 5. 5 is Double. 4 is O's. 3 is,
So you like those better than Double? I thought that was reversed.
No.
Because I thought the puppet guy ruined it.
Good. Yes. Okay.
is hot.
Same person.
Okay, so you're judging a series based on the men. Gotcha.
But Ankh is hot!
Okay, just continue. Double O's.
And girl.
Forze. Then it would be Blade and Gaim.
But I thought Ren was like your ultimate hottie for Kamen Rider in general. Shouldn't that make Ryuki number 1?
If I go on the hotness factor of Kamen Rider, 1 would be Ryuki, 2 would be, ironically, O's, 3 would be Gaim, 4 would be Double, and then 5 would be Wizard.
That's so wizard!
Oh, I'm bringing it back.
Alright, Crystal Age, what is your ranking for what you've seen?
You've only seen like 7
Yeah, I
series,
can't make it to
so
like
just
merit
give us
grind
your
them
top
on.
3.
Just give
So I'll go Gaim, Build, Kiva, and Forze because those are the 4 ones that I
So
like.
Forze's number 4 for you.
Yeah.
Ha ha.
And Kiva's awesome too. Kiva would be, if
The
Kiva's
secondary writer though is like the most writer going through everybody.
And if
So.
you get a chance, Toku Nation published on their website a list of how Japan ranked their top
It wasn't
10s.
Toku Nation.
It wasn't Toku Nation?
Nope.
And
That
I'm
would
going to
require
marathon
you
a
to-
bunch of other Kamen Riders when I get off.
But Kamen Rider is definitely well worth it. I enjoy it.
Alright, so let's end this so we can get to Geo.
Yep, we got Geo later.
So if you haven't watched Build, why were you watching all these spoilerful videos over the last year? But whatever the case, until next time, bye.